Also,
I gotta say that for Supergirl, they didn't really do much at this theater. All I got was this. Not to be greedy, but I expected a poster or something. But yeah, they don't have any merch or anything available. It's alright though. Still in the theater, basically. Love Supergirl, totally fell in love with her. They did a really great job. Lots of girl power. Lots of guys telling girls to be quiet. She can definitely hold her own. Looking forward to doing the review. So Supergirl is definitely my favorite superhero right now, today, right this minute and second. I don't know how I'll feel later, and I'm really hoping that there's going to be a sequel, because the way that it ended was like a sequel is on the way. Hey, it's Alyssa G for Screen Witness, and I am here to give you a review on the new... Okay, it's Alyssa G for Screen Witness, and I'm going to be reviewing Supergirl. I just checked out the fan event, and I'm just going to take a minute to go ahead and give a review while it's fresh on my mind. Now, let me give you a disclaimer. I've never seen Supergirl series or I did take time to check out Supergirl 1984, Helen Slater, and it is a stark contrast, really. Both really beautiful portrayals of the role. Helen Slater is the actress that played Supergirl in 1984. Kara. Kara is Supergirl's name. And basically, like, her character is just really naive and just like ready to explore everything that Earth has to offer. You get to see her discover her powers, and she's just like so full of wonder and excitement, and she's just all good, just so good, and very innocent and bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. So fast forward to Millie Alcocks Kara. She's driven by, I would say PTSD. She's got like PTSD bad. She's got it bad, and she is drowning her sorrows in it, and she's just grief-stricken, but just still hanging in there. Trying to find her place. Millie Alcock herself explicitly notes that her version is a survival of trauma in the purest sense, like in the most pure sense. I must admit, she was really self-aware during the whole thing, pretty self-aware. But in this sense, she's not like wide-eyed and all of that. She is aimless, self-destructive, just kind of taking things as they come, and just really grief-stricken from losing everyone on Krypton, and trying to find her way. Helen Slater's character in 1984 was more like focused on like wholesome, traditional values.
that's Clark Kent's cousin.
Just the good of the good, of course, because of the time that it was in. It was really campy, and spoiler alert, she ends up like getting feels for the groundskeeper and ending up in some kind of a weird triangle. But this character is not in that situation. Like, this is like the deconstruction of the female superhero here. Alcock's Kara. Millie Alcock. Okay, according to Alcock, she completely avoided watching Helen Slater's movie, and she wanted to make sure that she didn't copy anybody's mannerisms and things like that, so she purposely like avoided watching MCU, DC blockbusters and things like that. Her Kara consciously doesn't live inside the binary of what we think a woman should be, which I love. Because we're just all people. So it's just kind of like, stripping away any romantic side plots or like side stories or idealism about like, oh my gosh, I need to fall in love. Like, it's just giving like Mad Max, but yeah, DC. But basically, even though the characters are completely different and polar opposites, Helen Slater, who also has a PhD in mythology, randomly, little fun fact, she is fully on board for, Millie Alcocks' version of Supergirl. She is 100% on board, publicly at least, she's saying that, and so it's all good vibes. Helen Slater also noted that Millie Alcocks' version of Supergirl gives a really good gritty version of, a mythological archetype, based on her knowledge of what that is. Like, it's just the perfect way that they have it written. And she notes it as being a story about how to navigate massive fractures from the past. I have taken a few losses myself, so I definitely could relate to how Kara, Supergirl, felt. Not so much the part about losing your entire race of your entire planet and then your entire planet, but the part about losing your parents, feeling like an orphan. There's even deeper than that. Like her character is dealing with that, along with she's also dealing with the fact that, like, she was chosen to be saved, like, off of planet Krypton and shipped to where in a rescue pod off to where her cousin Clark Kent is.
Lord, that's Clark Kent's cousin.
To live on Earth, so it's like this feeling that might be a little bit of guilt, like, why am I being chosen? Why me? Even in there, another spoiler, she's just like, I can just stay here with you guys and be buried next to you if we're all dying. Why are you sending me away? Just her trying to find her place in the world afterwards, and just trying not to let the grief and the anger from the losses make you so bitter, just lose all of your innocence and have a heavy heart and just look at everything from the most bad place, I guess, instead of looking at it from a good place. There was also a part in the movie where she was talking about her cousin Superman. She was explaining to the character Ruthie, who is a little girl that she is protecting, that she's met in this movie. She's explaining to her the difference between herself and Superman, Clark Kent. And she's just like, he sees people and he sees the good in them first before anything. And he's just a nerd and he's naive or whatever, but it's not that. That's not what I get from that type of personality at all. I feel like that it is a choice. It is a choice to live and operate a certain way after you've taken losses, and to not be in PTSD, walking around with a I hate the world type of attitude, and that it's a choice for us to, not change and to stay positive and to still see people in the best light. We can choose to do that, but she's in a place where she's very unreachable and hard to touch, and very much looking at things like, what is this? What's the point? And the whole time you have Clark Kent, who is looking out for her, hey, you need to come home. I know you got stuff to do. I know it's your birthday, but, come hang out on Earth. And she's just planet hopping, like it's going from Paris to the UK to the US to Iceland. She's just hopping around, as if it's just flights to random places. That's the best way for us to be able to relate to it. Meanwhile, he's just hanging out in Miami, just well, maybe one day you'll, come hang out with me. You might like it here. You might like the water, and she's just like, bye. I feel like that this movie definitely gives off buddy comedy. I really love that the dog Crypto looks just like my dog. My dog is a cute white miniature schnauzer, and his ears even kind of do the same thing. It's so crazy. I'll have to pop a picture of him in on this. But James Gunn, this fits right into James Gunn's cadence of the DC universe. Okay, so let's talk about Kara's spaceship. At first I thought it was an RV or something like that, but I discovered that the set designer specifically modeled the interior of her space RV after Martin Riggs' iconic messy trailer house in Lethal Weapon. Haven't seen Lethal Weapon, but it was interesting to know that. I was kind of like shocked at one part where I saw her house take off, because I didn't even realize that it was a spaceship. I didn't realize it was her transportation. Yeah. Costume designer Michael Mooney. The costume was like specifically designed to how Millie Alcocks wanted it. Like, she wanted it to be move organically, like during combat scenes, rather than looking like stiff or like it was just for looks. Like, she wanted it to look like it was something that you can fight in, and that is the intention, is to be able to move in it and everything, something like organic. So it was custom engineered to her specific demand. She wanted it to have like intense organic movements, and I felt like that I saw that come across for sure. It wasn't like overly fitting, it wasn't overly loose. It was butt kicking gear. Yeah. Okay, so we have the Krim had like a really disgusting belt. I don't know if you will notice that, but to emphasize how gritty and unpolished it was and make him look like a true villain, then the actor requested that he wanted the costume to feature a dead two-headed rat, like a disgusting rat. It was like a bird-like creature that was like hanging directly from his belt, and that way he would look like a savage space villain. So yeah, that was Krim's request, which was played by Matthias Schoenaerts. So yeah, Lobo, he is played by Jason Momoa, which is really crazy because Jason Momoa is also Aquaman, and this is DC. So yeah, it's interesting. He was amazing in this, really amazing, and like, yeah, it's pretty good. Lobo's 1918 vibes and he had like a 1918 vibes and like custom props, and I don't know, he was giving like rocker, but Mad Max, but like immortal. I don't know. He just was like, he had his own code. His rules that he abided by, and then also like refused to abide by any rules. Everybody's like terrified of him, including Supergirl. Anyway, his gear was like inspired by like vintage biker jackets, according to Wardrobe. And Momoa also personally directed his character design modifications. He wanted real claws instead of standard gloves, a heavy space chain with a grenade, like a custom vape cigar, which, vaping is bad for you. Let me just put that out there. And just props that he had the team to like make him, and they only had like 6 hours to do this, and apparently they delivered. There was some really cool production design throughout the movie. Some things you might want to notice, or I don't know if you did notice it if you already saw the movie, but they had the Space 7-Eleven. So instead of throwing characters in front of like green screens and stuff like that, the crew actually like built out like massive, fully functioning extraterrestrial like convenience store. They did it like to kind of ground the cosmic setting and make it real for us. They did massive set scaling, according to them. So they use practical world building for this, which you can definitely tell the difference. You can definitely feel it. I hope that a lot more other movies get back to that, because you felt like you're like immersed in it, and you can just feel it. You could feel the difference with the characters and the actors interacting with the environment. They constructed over 20 completely unique sets, all like sprawled all over the back lot. 5 separate sound station in Leavesden. On day 70 of shooting, they were still like constructing pieces and bits of Krypton to like get the flashback sequencing correct for Kara. And they were just really serious about this, like in building these sets, making sure that they came out correctly. Craig Gillespie openly pulled set inspiration from 1978 Superman, Richard Donner's 1978 Superman, to build the culture of Krypton. Like, he based it on the 1978 version of the design. Spoiler alert, Kara doesn't actually put on the Supergirl suit until the end of the movie. She has like a flashback of, Superman explaining to her what the suit is, what the S stands for, what the colors mean, and, that it means that they're good. And that's when she puts it on. Like, she goes through a lot and she puts it on. She's done, I guess she's ready to step up. Like, something renews in her. It isn't a traditional superhero movie where the hero is like active. It's a story like about her being like an aimless, self-destructive, coping with severe PTSD, and then, finally earning her mantle, So she's not Supergirl through the whole movie. She is an alien that is very powerful in the right circumstances, but she's also like alive and has very human elements to her, as does Superman. And that's without her having been raised with human parents. But based on the flashbacks, like, her parental figures were very humane, very empathetic, very great, and more so than a lot of us humans would have been. So yeah, they're just like us, those people from Krypton. So another fun fact is that the director, Craig Gillespie, like, he definitely had he felt that it was important for them to have their own Kryptonian spoken language. It is fully developed and a real constructed language. To me, it sounded a lot like Italian, but apparently it's Kryptonian. It was built from scratch for the film. He made the world building choice to feature 5 completely distinct original alien languages in the movie, and I could tell the difference in the dialects, that they were completely different, and listening to the different characters from different places speak their own languages, other than the screeching alien on the ship that gets hijacked at the beginning. That was an interesting language with no words and just noises, but Supergirl spoke her language and it worked. She was also really well cultured. She understood what to do and what not to do in certain places and with certain aliens. I thought that was really cool, kind of like what James Cameron did with Avatar, like them all speaking Na'vi. But yeah, this language just felt really relatable, and they had such emotion behind the things that they were saying to each other. You didn't even really need to read the subtitles to kind of know what's going on, and they kept it very short, so there's not a lot of subtitles on the screen. It's just really good acting and emotion and getting the point across of what's going on. Yeah. So when you're hearing the Kryptonian language, then it's mostly when Kara is having her flashbacks, because it's like in her own head. And even when she is in the flashback and remembers herself arriving to Earth and Clark greeting her, then even he doesn't speak Kryptonian. Like, he speaks English and she's speaking Kryptonian to him, and he still continues to talk to her. His character in this scene kind of reminded me of Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, strangely enough. But he was kind of funny and a little nerdy, and just seemed a little bit awkward and nervous. But yeah, this was a flashback for her, and she was arriving, and this language is just kind of brings to light how sad it is for her coming to a planet that she doesn't know after leaving family and language that is familiar to her. All of that is home. Here she is having to navigate a whole new world. According to Millie Alcocks, she had to learn her Kryptonian lines by using a song method. She would just sing her lines and kind of memorize it like that. I think that's pretty cool. Okay, a couple of fun facts about the actors in this movie. Millie Alcocks, before landing like her big breakout role in House of Dragon, which I haven't seen. She was washing dishes at a local cafe, and she was in Sydney and working on paying her bills like the rest of us. And her agent called and told her that she won this massive role. She was basically still in her apron. Millie Alcocks is also an avid self-taught candid photographer, loves photography. She likes taking intimate behind the scenes type of pictures, those types of things. She's also a punk music rebel. In her free time, she is a huge indie and punk music fan. Not surprised at all. She actually starred as a rebellious pigeon-chasing teenager in Noel Gallagher's music video for Easy Now, because she is close friends with his daughter, Anais. Okay, so there's some behind the scenes for you. Okay, so let's talk about some of the characters in this movie. Let's talk about the amazing Ruthie. Ruthie is the young girl that's in the movie with Supergirl, and she has to protect her, and they become friends, although she doesn't know her name at first. Anyway, Eve Ridley is the one that's playing Ruthie, and she's a cartoon legacy apparently. Even though she's playing like a hardened alien warrior that's out for revenge in this, like, she's a 14-year-old actress, and she is the official voice of Wendy Wolf on the beloved children's cartoon Peppa Pig. So I don't know if you know what Peppa Pig is, but she is the cartoon voice of Wendy Wolf. Hey, somebody's like at my door. Bye. Hey. I want to show you what I got at the theater for my fan event. So this is what they gave me. I went to Cinemark Tinseltown, a theater in Georgia, 26. Today is June 24th, so I got in a little early. It's a 10. Okay, the back of it's got some writing on it. It was like Supergirl. I already have my Supergirl bling, but I guess I could throw something extra on for the rest of the review. So I'm gonna just pin this up here. If you're expecting a shiny superhero movie, you know, like the 1984 Supergirl, or, you know, the previous Superman even, then this isn't where it's at. Right, so let me explain. Basically, this movie is gritty and like a cosmic road trip. But when I say road trip, I mean because it's like, it's not on the road. It's like a cosmic air trip. Okay, so the story follows Kara, who is 21 years old, totally lost, and like she's dealing with a lot of trauma from, you know, having watched her home planet destroy itself, and instead of hanging out on Earth, she's like drifting through space to try to like figure her life out, basically. So basically everything changes when she meets this alien girl named Ruthie, and a brutal space. This alien girl is about 14, and there's an outlaw named Krim, and he like basically murders Ruthie's dad, and this kid is just like out for pure revenge after that. She's just like, you know, this happened, it's not okay, and he has to pay. Like, he's just got to pay for this, and that's just that. And all with every year in her 14-year-old body, she's feeling that way. So yeah, she's out for revenge, and you know, she walks into like a space bar, and she finds Kara, who is Supergirl, and she tries to like hire her to hunt this guy down. And from there on, the movie just turns into like this awesome, dangerous journey across the galaxy. And then Kara just keeps getting pulled into situations that she didn't ask for, because basically she's just trying to chill and celebrate her birthday, and I don't know, like forget all of her sorrows. And they're basically traveling around in a beat up space RV, like that belongs to Kara, with crazy alien bounty hunters. One of them's name is like Lobo, played by Jason Momoa, who is also Aquaman. But anyway, not in this movie. He's not. He's like facing off with armies of scavengers, and you know, so is she, you know, but not by choice. At its core, like, the movie isn't really about like lasers or superheroes or them saving the world or anything like that. Like, it's just about a broken kid and a broken superhero, and they basically find each other, and they're helping each other to heal and to navigate through the grief or through the things that they don't have any control over that have happened to them. It's about stepping up to do the right thing when the universe is like at its worst and in the worst place that it could be in, you know, with all types of craziness going on. I would say that it's a survival story first and a hero movie second. I think that definitely if you've lost anyone close to you, or if you feel like, you know, a lost one or something like that, you know, yourself, then you might enjoy this movie. I definitely feel like I needed to see this movie. It touched me, and it also reminded me that no matter how much pain that you go through or how many things that you deal with other people, unexpected outcomes and all of that, that it's really important to remain true to who you are, to stay grounded and stay rooted in the code that you have set forth for yourself, or that your ancestors or your family have raised you to be. And don't let others change you, don't let situations change you, and to, you know, keep a wonder and innocence about yourself, and don't let yourself like be corrupted by hatred, anger, grief, or anything for that matter. Like, try not to lose yourself, stay grounded and focused. So yeah, that's what I took from it, and I will continue to see the best in people when I meet them and when I see them, unless they give me a reason not to. And I don't think that that's naive or nerdy, as she said that it was with regards to Clark Kent as Superman. So yeah, I think that's the moral, and just healing is really important. And I see Supergirl working very hard, double time, to make sure that Ruthie does not lose herself or become what she has become, or what she thinks that she's become. All in all, I think that as soon as Supergirl, Kara, spends some time with Clark Kent, like, you know, which, spoiler alert, she does go home and hang out with him for the end of her birthday. The more time that they spend, and the less alone that she will feel, and she will see that the very thing that she's running away from is exactly what she needed. If he could make a home on Earth, maybe she could too, and maybe there's a sequel coming. We will see. There was no mid-credits, no after-credits, and they didn't even show the title of the movie until after all the credits were gone. That's about it. Yeah, everyone did wait in the theater to see if there was after credits, and there weren't. Into the other DC movies, and just for what it is, like, I have completely fallen in love with the personality and the heart and the realness of this Kara, this version of Supergirl that is Kara, played by Millie Alcocks. I definitely love Jason Momoa in this. I'm going to run down the names of everyone that I can think of in the movie. We got Millie Alcocks as Kara, and we got Eve Ridley as Ruthie, Matthias Schoenaerts as Krim of the Yellow Hills. He's a villain. Jason Momoa as Lobo. He is an immortal. Which, by the way, his eyes were really cool in this. Like, it was like they were like glowing red, and then as his emotions fluctuated, you could see them like going in and out like pilot lights or something. It was really cool. David Corenswet as Cal, Clark Kent, Superman, Diarmaid Murdaugh, Drum Baxton, that's Krim's like lieutenant, the villain's lieutenant. So annoying. But let's see, and I do have to say, the villain, his piercings look really real. Like, they did really good on this stuff. David Krumholtz, Emily Beecham as Allura, Imogen Turner as the young Kara, young Supergirl. Ozu is Crypto. The Skylarian Raiders were Clara Rosiger. I think that she did an excellent job. I would have been so afraid if she jacked the train, bus, plane, or anything that I was on. Heather O.G. Pong. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Cardiff Kerwin, Talisa Tedesera, Asha Soden, and Keely Forsyth. So, like, yeah, Keely Forsyth was the healer. I was kind of taken aback when I first saw her, because like it started with her hands and you think it's just a normal hands, and then it transitions to the face. So It kind of reminded me a lot of like The Fifth Element, like where everybody's just like living amongst each other, but then some people are aliens, some people have a whole squid head, and then another person is like regular. Like I don't even know what kind of alien Ruthie was. It looked like she was from a tribe or something, but she looked completely human, so who knows what was behind that skin. That is about it. Like I would definitely recommend seeing this movie. I would definitely recommend seeing this movie. I'm going to actually check it out again, and I definitely give it a if I'm comparing it to Superman, then I would rate it higher. Yeah, definitely very relatable. Not too dark, it's not too anything. It's just so good. So definitely check out Supergirl. All right. So I am Alyssa G, Screen Witness. Follow me on all profiles, and be sure to comment any movies that you think I should see. Let me know if you enjoyed any of this breakdown, or like which parts you like more than others, or which parts I should probably scrap next time. Nah. You can't dictate my show. Leave me a comment if there's any movies that you think I should go see and review, or that I should watch. I haven't seen a lot of old movies and movies that people say are their favorite movies. So please feel free to drop it in the comments and let me know if you saw this movie and what you thought. If you've seen Helen Slater's Supergirl and what you think about that. And if you'd be looking forward to a sequel, if they collabed, like her and him, Superman and Supergirl. All right. Thank you so much for watching. And I think I'll see you again soon. Thanks.